First 30 to 60 days after you launch your KDP book is by far the most important period. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do in that time to make the most out of your book launch and start making KDP sales. So the first 30 to 60 days are a great opportunity to show Amazon that your book can sell well. So focusing on units sold rather than royalties and profit is a really good idea. For the first 60 days, you just need to be focusing on proving to Amazon that your book is good, and don't worry too much about the royalties, because if you do this right, the royalties will take care of themselves further down the line. And this is why aggressive advertising at launch is crucial to getting those book sales off the ground. Because like I say, the first 30 to 60 days is all about just getting the algorithm to know that your book is actually worth pushing organically. So if you can be really aggressive with your ads and have a proper launch strategy in place, that means you can start getting sales straight away, and then Amazon will eventually start pushing your book organically. So aggressive advertising, again, the main goal of this period isn't profit, it's all about gaining reviews and gaining organic ranking. So therefore, operating a loss in the short term is okay, because with KDP, you're playing a long-term game. So many people launch a book and they want to start making profit straight away, and they have no patience about their ads kind of gathering momentum and start being profitable for them. You have to see this as a long-term game. So therefore, the key here is to bid aggressively in your ad campaigns, which will mean you pay more money per click on your ad, but you'll get more clicks and there hopefully more sales. So again, in terms of profitability with your advertising, don't worry about it too much in the first couple of months, because it's all about gaining that momentum. So here's an example of why this is so important and exactly what I mean. So let's just say, as an example, you get £2 royalty per book sale. If you spend £100 in month one and make £80 in royalties, you've technically lost £20 because you spent £100 on ads and you only made £80 worth of royalties. Now, it's worth saying here, an aggressive ad strategy is going to be different for everybody. Everybody has different amounts that they're able to invest in, but kind of look for a maximum amount you're prepared to invest in, and that should be your aggressive budget. So if you spend £100 and that's your aggressive budget, and you've made 80 in royalties, you've technically lost £20. But because you've made £2 per book sale, this means you will have sold 40 units in that time, which shows Amazon in its first month for a book to sell 40 units that this book is popular, and it will start ranking higher organically and eventually will start making more organic sales. So then in month two, even if you still spend another £100 and get another £80 back in royalties from those ads, you'll also have more organic sales due to your book being ranked higher after that first month's performance. So if you're just looking at this purely as an Amazon ad profitability level, yes, you are technically losing money, but you also have to factor in the importance of increasing that organic book rank, which should start subsidizing those losses. Now let's completely flip this on the other side. Let's just say you are being really stingy with your ads, and alternatively you spent £20 in month one and you actually got £24 back in royalties. So great, you've sold 12 units and you've actually made £4 profit. However, your competitor that I just showed you in the previous example sold 28 more units than you did in your first month. So in this example, you've made £4 profit from your KDP ad, which you might think is really good, but actually you've sold 28 units less than the person that lost £20. So a question I've got here is, who's going to be shown to more customers on Amazon and ultimately get more reviews and sales down the line? It's going to be that person who sold 40 units and was more aggressive with their advertising spend. This means that in month 2 and beyond, this first person will get way more organic sales than this second person here and ultimately make more money over time, because Amazon recognizes their book as a much better quality book and the one that's worth pushing. So it's not about making small amounts of profit in these early months. It's all about just getting as many units sold as you possibly can, and that profit will slowly start creeping up over time once you start making organic sales. Now, there are lots of different strategies you can use to aggressively market your books like I've just mentioned, and I do cover a lot of them in my KDP Ads Mastery course, which I will leave a link to down below in the description if you want to level up your Amazon KDP ads. But for the example of this video, I'm going to take one of those, a super simple one, which is an automatic targeting, just very aggressively. So all you want to do is go over to your advertising campaign, choose a book that you want to target, and then go for automatic targeting here. It will generally recommend you a default bid. This is actually quite a high suggested bid, And when I usually advertise, I recommend going under the Amazon suggested bid, and then you can always increase over time. However, because our main goal here is not ad profitability, it's all just about getting as many sales as we possibly can, I would stick to the suggested default bid, and then also have the campaign bidding strategy at up and down, which basically means it will take this default bid and increase it by a maximum of 100%. So this example here, it's going to be just over £2.50 at an absolute max that we're going to spend per bid, which, like I say, is unlikely to be profitable. But you think how many bids we're going to win. We're going to start getting so many units out the door and start increasing that organic rank by doing this. So essentially, set a really aggressive default bid and then also go for the dynamic bids up and down. And then the final thing you need to do is set a daily budget. Now, again, everybody is going to have different budgets here, but generally for me, if you can, somewhere between 15 and 20 pounds as a daily budget is easily enough to bid aggressively. If you think you're bidding £1.27, sometimes even up to £2.50, you're not going to have too many clicks until you reach a daily budget if it's something like £5 or £10. But again, this entirely is up to you, how aggressive you want to go with your ads and how much budget that you have. And crucially, like I say, this is not going to be a super profitable ad, but over time we are going to start optimizing it, add some negative keyword targets in there and start bringing down that ACoS and increasing the profitability. The first few months is just about selling as many units as possible. So there you go. That is the ad strategy that I personally use when I launch my KDP books. Now, I'm sure there are a lot of questions that have come up throughout this video. If you do have them, then please do let me know. And of course, if you want to level up your Amazon ads even further, then check out my KDP Ads Mastery course, which I will leave linked down below in the description. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.